Chad, I'm up, Chad. Chad, I'm up, Chad. Listen, man. Small content creators lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Missing the point. Missing the point. Listen. Too many content creators that are small are worried about what the larger content creators are doing and are concerned with the opportunities that may or may not be being taken away. Wrong attitude. Wrong attitude. Listen, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to talk down to anybody. I'm a small content creator myself, but I'm a big stepper. I'm a small content creator myself, but I stand on business. I'm a small content creator myself, but I don't see myself as small because one human being, you cannot put a monetary value on a human being's life. Therefore, if you have one follower, if you have one subscriber, if you have one person tuning into your live, and you are potentially changing that person's life, and that person meets 3 people. Let's just say that person meets 5 people, and that person meets 5 people, and that person meets 5 people, and so on and so forth. Over the course of the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you could potentially impact millions of people with one conversation. Have we let social media make us forget about the actual human interaction and how great we can be? Do I need to remind you of what the odds of being born are? You know what I'm saying? The odds of being born are like 500 million to 1 odds. And you made it here. You know what I'm saying? You made it here. You escaped greater odds than you potentially could ever face in trying to do anything else in life. So stop worrying about the statistics. Stop. It's all right, let me calm down. Let me just say this. It's not about what you're not getting or a level that you're not entertaining compared to the next person. It's about how many opportunities to do you and have the impact that you can have on the people that you're meant to inspire. How many of those opportunities are you missing if you are gearing all of your thoughts, which then consumes your content, and you start to create based on what you don't have and where you want to be, as opposed to creating based off your own unique self? You know what I'm saying? There's room for you in this world if you be yourself. There's room for everybody in this world to be themselves. You know what I'm saying? If people rock with that, that's cool. If they don't, they don't. But you can recalibrate and you can essentially reassess your angle. But from the jump, it's just, okay, let me say it like this. Small creators, lock in. There's a great opportunity at hand. Stop focusing on what everybody else has. Stop focusing too much on the big content creators. Stop focusing too much on the budget. Stop focusing on, oh, I'm supposed to be here. Metrics don't matter when it's meant for you. Metrics don't matter when it's meant for you. You know what I'm saying? How many people do you see that's in a relationship or fall in love or get married, and the picture on the wall is of the person they love? The picture on the wall is not of that person's height, weight, measurements. You know what I'm saying? The description of the person that they are in love with or the person that they found that fits them is never relevant. So why are we so worried about the description of who you are as far as statistics? How many followers you got? How many all of this? And I get it. Everybody wants to monetize. Everybody wants to be a big streamer that does this full time and, you know, have the name and get brand deals and whatever the goal may be. But understand you gotta start somewhere. And if you look, man, establish the foundation. Establish the foundation. You can build a skyscraper on a skyscraper foundation if your foundation can sustain a skyscraper. Even if at first you have to build a shack on that foundation, you later can tear that shack down and build a skyscraper. But you cannot build a skyscraper on a foundation that's made for a hut. What am I saying? Is your foundation of substance? Or is it just statistics and measurements and comparison and woe is me? And like, look, I get it, man. I get it. It can be frustrating. I get it. Let's just have a human moment. Let's have a human moment. It can be frustrating. Very frustrating. I got my phone. I'm trying to check. I'm checking my impressions. You know, I'm checking my name. I'm checking, you know, to see what could possibly be going on. You know, I'm checking to make sure that, you know, I'm not doing this for nothing. I get it. We all get caught into that. But what about this? Check with yourself and dig deep. Dig deep into the core of who you are and understand what an accomplishment it is for another human being to spend any amount of time consuming your content, watching your video, whether it's a short form, long form. That's a great accomplishment. That's a solid foundation, because whatever you do to get in, you know, it might be magnified for you to stay in. So there, look, man, this is why I'm not even trying to preach to nobody, but this is why you have to believe in something greater than you, because there is something in the Bible that talks about you have been chosen for such a time as this. There's a reason you wasn't born 100 years ago, and there's a reason you won't be alive 200 years from now. As far as I'm concerned, you know, things might change, but there's a reason. You were chosen by something greater than you, by something you couldn't fathom, you couldn't have predicted, you don't understand, to be living in this present time at this moment for the reasons that you were put here. There's a reason. You got to think about it like that. You connected to human beings who lived hundreds of years ago. And if you have kids and they have kids and descendants, you could potentially be connected to people who live 100 years from now. We are a small stop in the timeline of humanity. And so if people are spending time watching you, if people are spending time consuming, do not get caught up in what you don't have. We're missing the opportunity. Small streamers, lock in. There's a great opportunity at hand. Small streamers, lock in. There's a great opportunity at hand. Small streamers, lock in. There's a great opportunity at hand. And I promise you, if you just lock in, be consistent, show up, and this is really something that's meant for you, things will start to shape and form in your favor. I promise you. I've been through this before. When I played sports, I had the same concerns. I had the same, feelings. I had the same emotions. I had the same lack of understanding. And I would call it a shallowness of perception. Small creators, lock in. There's a great opportunity at hand. You need to hear this. Small creators, lock in. This is your time. Chat, I'm up, chat. Shout out to the chat. Hey, chat, thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time. Thank you for interacting with my video. Thank you for consuming my content. We're going to take 1 to 1,000,000 regardless if it happens here or if it happens not, because I know the things that we're doing are impacting and making a difference. So shout out to the chat. You already know, chat, I'm up. I'm up. Chat, I'm up. You lock in, man. You gotta lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Back to what I was saying though. I've been there. Until, listen to this. Chat. Listen to this. Until you learn to be happy and proud and excited for other people's success that doesn't benefit you, until you learn to do that, you won't be prepared to wait out the tough times, because you don't always see the progress you're making, and you definitely at no point in time will be able to measure the true impact that you have or have had on this journey, because it's going to last from generation to generation. Small things you do, the smiles you put on people's faces, you could be affecting people's moods, you could be affecting people's relationships, you could be affecting people's overall mental health, you could be stopping somebody from ending their life, you could be stopping somebody from substance abuse, you could be stopping somebody from alcoholism. Like whatever they're doing, that whatever you're doing that's entertaining them is keeping them from doing something worse. You know what I'm saying? So you have to learn, when it looks like, oh man, I'm clapping for everybody else, that's cool. You paying your dues. You are paying your dues, because there's going to come a time when people clapping for you, when people are looking towards you, when people you've always known are mesmerized by what you've accomplished. The same people who deal with you on a day-to-day are going to start to look at you as if they didn't recognize all along who you actually had the potential to become. And that's an amazing feeling, and it's a scary feeling. But you got to put good karma, and you got to sow good seeds of supporting, not hating. I understand constructive criticism, but that's just not my lane. You know what I'm saying? I criticize myself, but as far as other people, I try to stay away from publicly criticizing people. You know what I'm saying? If I know this person, I'll give them a call, but if not, unless I'm just asked for my opinion publicly, I won't give it publicly. But what I'm saying is, there's a task and an opportunity at hand for small creators, streamers, content creators, whether it be short form, long form. Just understand, and I'm talking to the people who feel like they had an unction, which is a strong desire on the inside of you. There's an unction, something that pulled at you and said, this is what I want to do. When you first click that first live, when you first click record, something came alive in you, and your hair stood up on your arm. I'm talking to those people. There's something that's already in the atmosphere, and that's already in the environment, that you just started to grasp and harness, so that you can use that to feed you and carry you throughout your journey. And for me, I call it the Spirit of God, a Holy Spirit, a spirit higher than myself, something that can't be explained, can't be touched, but can be felt, can be experienced, and can be extremely impactful. You know what I'm saying? That's why when we get caught up, do your metrics, do your analytics, invest in your ads, whatever you got to do. If you got a budget, whoop-de-doo. You got a budget. Chat, lock in, chat. Shout out to the chat. We trying to get 9 more. Shout out to the chat. We trying to get 9 more. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my first 2 subscribers. I wrote them names down. First comment. I'm remembering all of this, because when it gets like this, I'm not going to forget where I came from. And if you still here, we going to lock in. So, like I said, small creators, lock in. There's a great opportunity at hand. But let me just say this. Let me say this. Listen up. Chat, lock in. Chat. Stop playing. Lock in. Chat. Lock in. Listen. If you are one of the ones who end up quitting in the next day, in the next 2 days, in the next week, in the next month, if you are one of the ones who end up quitting, understand that you are essentially promoting those who stay committed to a higher rank. Ask me what I mean, chat. Alright, I'm glad you asked. Okay, so let's say 20 people are on a scholarship to play at a university, right? 20 people receive a scholarship. Now, these 20 people have 4 years to graduate and go to the next level. We start with 20. Each time one of them quits, the odds are shorter. The odds become greater for us to be able to achieve. Who's that at the door? What you need? My niece is at the door. What you need? What's wrong? This is hilarious. Hold on. What's wrong? Charlie, what did Charlie do? Huh? She what? Man, my bad, chat. I got. Anyways, what was I at? Basically, what I was saying is this. Let's just say this. Let me just make it plain as day. If there are in the entire league, let's say in a conference, right? A conference got 12 teams. So let's just say it's 50 receivers, right? Let's say it's 50 receivers that start as freshmen. 50 receivers. If every time each one of them quits, right? That's raising my probability to go to the next level, because that's less people I have to compete with, and that's less people who are going to be watched, who have to be watched by the next level. See what I'm saying? So if half of them quit, my chances theoretically was 1 in 50, but if half of them quit, now it's 1 in 25. See what I'm saying? And some of you might be saying, oh, well, there's people starting every day and we got to compete with everybody. That's true. But at the same time as people starting every day, then it's people leaving every day. So all I'm saying is when you leave, you make it better for the people who stayed, you know? And I maintain this. This is how I am with normal jobs. If I'm not passionate about it, if my heart not in it, if I'm miserable there, if I can't even be myself, then I definitely cannot stay there, because it's not fair to the people who are literally locking in and basing their life about it. My niece is yelling at my other niece, bro. Come on. But yeah, so I mean, that's what it's about, man. Small creators, there's a great opportunity at hand. You know, lock in. Don't be swayed by the naysayers. You gotta show up consistently, whether that's once a day, once a week, 2 times a week, once a month, whatever. Show up consistently for a set period of time, whether that's a month, 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, or a year. Show up for a consistent amount of time. Then make an evaluation. Then you will have accumulated enough data and enough experiences to be able to make an informed judgment. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So, small streamers, lock in. There's a great opportunity at hand. And I just want to see you succeed. You know what I mean? And even before you succeed, I want to see you give yourself the best opportunity to succeed. And that starts with the mentality. You know what I'm saying? That starts with the mentality. Got to lock in. You know what I'm saying? Gotta lock in. So, the bigger streamers, take inspiration from them. You know what I'm saying? That's like, look, man. I look at Mafiathon, guys like Aiden Ross with his, you know, when he had the fights and everything, the brand risk, or the Creators League. I look at that like the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mafiathon is like the Super Bowl. You know, like All-Star Weekend or something. You know what I'm saying? Aiden Ross's Creators League and, you know, brand risk, those fights and stuff. Yeah, that's like All-Star Weekend. That's like the dunk contest. You know what I'm saying? Who in their right mind would quit the league because they didn't make the Super Bowl? Think about it. Who in their right mind would quit the league because they didn't go get selected to go to the All-Star game? Think about it. I'm going to recoup, work harder, try again next year. See what I'm saying? The difference is, like, you don't have to wait. Like, you're not on a time limit where, you know, you got to stay in shape or something like that. Like, it's showing up and getting better every day. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at those huge events, huge budgets like DDG, with the Love Show, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's like All-Star Weekend and Super Bowl stuff. Like, don't quit streaming because you didn't make the championship this year. You didn't make Pro Bowl. You didn't make All-Star. You wasn't a first team all pick of streamers. Don't quit streaming because of that. That's more motivation for you to keep streaming, because you know what's there. But the difference is, guess what? Somebody always watching. Somebody always watching. And you never know unless you show up. You never know, because those resources will find you. Those resources will find you as long as you're on the path. See what I'm saying? So lock in, small content creators. There is a great opportunity at hand. Please lock in. Please be inspired by the bigger streamers and not distracted by the bigger streamers, because nobody started at the top. Everybody had to work their way up. And if you believe like I believe that we all born with a purpose, everything is going to move and it's going to find its way for you to get in where you fit in, being you. I really believe that. I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't. So don't get caught up in what year it is. Don't get caught up in what 2020 did. Like, all of that stuff just sounds good for content. It may be true, it may not be true, but it's not gonna stop me. It's not gonna stop me from being the best that I could be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard this same stuff when I played sports. I heard this same stuff when I played sports. Every year, oh man, what do you want to do? You want to go to the NFL? You know most people don't make it. Oh, you want to play varsity for the high school? You know, oh, you want to play in middle school? You know most people don't make it. You want to play in high school? You know most people don't make it. You want to play in college? You know most people don't make it. Every year I'm escaping the odds because I'm just taking the next step. It's not like I'm never saying that I should have hit that button. Why do I keep stuttering? Chat, put W's in the chat, man. Put W's in the chat. In the chat, I'm going to keep going. W's in the chat. I'm not going to give up. W's in the chat. I'm going to be inspired, not distracted. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Chat, I'm up. Chat, I'm up, chat. Chat, I'm up, chat. Chat, I'm up, chat. W's in the chat, man. We trying to, like, we here to make a difference, man. We only get one life. You only get one life. And if you're going to decide to do something, the least you can do for yourself is approach it with a positive attitude. Because a person who cannot move, a person who cannot control his environment, the only thing they have to control is their perspective in their mind. That's it. Come in. What are you doing? You what? Yeah, Uncle streaming right now. You got your pamper changed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Who is that?
Uncle.
That's Uncle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I need this, Uncle.
Yeah, Uncle streaming right now.
No.
No?
No.
You don't want me streaming?
No.
Okay. Alright, Uncle gonna be done in a minute.
I'll close your door.
Okay, you can close the door.
And I'll close your door.
Okay.
There.
You gonna be on the inside or you going in there with Charlie?
No.
No?
No.
You trying to chat. We in the chat, man.
No.
I don't know if Mama wants you on the internet.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if Mama wants you on the internet. Uncle ain't gonna put you on the internet right now, cause Mama might not want you on the internet. But chat, man, that's what I got for today. Let me blur her face out. Hold on, go in there. Uncle be in there in a minute.
No. No.
No.
No.
Don't put that in your mouth.
No.
I see it.
No.
I see what you doing.
No.
I see what you doing.
No.
I see what you doing. I see what you doing. I see what you doing. Alright, chat, the thing is, lock in, chat, man. Just small streamers. There's a great opportunity ahead, and I don't want us to miss it, man. Like, that's it. That's all. Peace.
I'm not here. The uncle not here.